Welcome, welcome, welcome. I hope you all had an amazing week. My name is Jordan Davidson, and this is another edition of Behind the Bench. If at any point this season the Mississauga Steelheads are down 3 goals in a game and come back and win that game, I will do the one chip challenge on a future episode of Behind the Bench. Follow the progress with these hashtags. As soon as they go down 3 goals, it becomes a one chip watch. And then if following a one chip watch, if they either take the lead in regulation or get the game to overtime, it becomes a one chip warning. And then once a game is won following a one chip watch, it becomes a one chip event. Follow these hashtags throughout the videos, and you may get to see me cry. The Mississauga Steelheads played a 3-3 this weekend, starting with a home game against the Hamilton Bulldogs on Friday. Then on Saturday, they traveled to Erie to take on the Otters, before coming home again on Sunday to take on the London Knights. I was at all 3 games this weekend, including Erie for the first time. Let's get the recap started. For the Mississauga Steelheads, Ryerson Leanders will get his 3rd consecutive start. The Bulldogs will counter with Tristan Malboeuf in net. Here is the pregame I got from the game against Hamilton. All right, it's December. My upper lip is a little colder, but that's okay. We've arrived again. Same old place in the background there. Let's walk around, see if the bad guys are here yet. Well, that's not the bus, but that's a pretty important vehicle too. There's the bus. I think it's leaving to gas up or something like that, but it looks like it's delivered the team here, so we've got ourselves a game. I do have a special guest coming today. I met him through his TikTok originally, and I found out he was a Twitch streamer, so I started watching his Twitch stream as well. I've been trying to convince him for about a year to come to a Steelheads game, and today is the day. Look forward to you guys meeting him. He's a really cool dude. Well, look at this, a little present awaiting us on our seats. It looks like a Goodwill donation bag. All right. Okay. I mean, it might be hard for me to donate in Mississauga unless I do it like before a game or something, but yeah, the number of these that they put out might be a little optimistic, but let's hope there aren't too many leftovers. With pleasantries exchanged and the Goodwill bags given out, the puck would drop and we would get underway. It was a pretty back and forth first half of the first period. Unfortunately, we lost Charlie Callahan pretty early. He got hit by a puck in the hand, wrist, like around that area, and he was not able to return, so we were down a defenseman early. Logan Morrison would take a roughing call midway through the first, and then at the 10:14 mark, Chaz Sharp with a beautiful point shot beats Tristan Malboeuf, give the assist on that one to Ethan Del Mastro, and the other one to goalie Ryerson Leanders. So both of our goalies have an assist now. First OHL assist for Ryerson Leanders, obviously, and it is 1-0 Steelheads at that point. Unfortunately, the Bulldogs would even it up on a power play of their own. LUCA del BELLUZ would take a hooking call, and with just 1 second left in that penalty to LUCA del BELLUZ, Lucas Moore, with a point shot of his own, beats Ryerson Leanders for his first goal of the season. It was a beauty, I gotta say. Assist on that one to Jorian Donovan and Braden O'Keefe. And at the 13:32 mark, it would be a 1-1 game, and that's how it would stand after 1. First period over. Gonna introduce you to my friend Zach Dunn here.
What's up, guys?
I'm a little close to you, hang on. But yeah, how'd you enjoy your first period of Steelheads hockey?
No, it was pretty good.
Yeah?
1-1.
Yeah?
A power play goal, so it's been good so far.
Oh yeah, well this man literally does everything on social media. Let's tell these guys everything they do, and we'll count the number of links I'm going to put in the description here.
Thanks, man, I appreciate it. So,
yeah.
TikTok, pick up garbage on my lunch break. I interview World War II veterans as well.
Oh yeah?
YouTube and TikTok, Zach Dunn TV.
Yeah.
And yeah, that's where to follow me.
Yeah.
If you guys like it.
He has a Twitch as well.
Oh, I got
yeah.
the channel as well.
I forgot about that one. But yeah.
Go follow there if you're interested.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, well, we'll see what these guys are going to do, and yeah.
Let's see what the second period has to offer.
Yeah, for sure.
Let's go.
Yeah. Now, at some point near the end of the first period, I don't remember exactly when it happened, but Ethan Del Mastro would take a hit to the head, and he would have to leave the game with a potential concussion, and unfortunately, we would not see him on the ice for the rest of the weekend. I'm not sure if it was a concussion or if it was just concussion protocol, but he was held out for the rest of the weekend. So we were down to 4 active defensemen for Friday's game, so they decided to shift Mason Zabeski back to defense to give us a little bit of breathing room there. So it would be 1-1 after 1, and it would be 1-1 after 2 as well. I really don't remember much about the second period at all, because there were no goals, there were no penalties, and considering I watched 3 hockey games this weekend, I really don't remember much, so let's just say after 2, the shots were 26-20 for the Steelheads, and it was still 1-1. Early in the third period, Isaac Enright of the Steelheads would take a hooking call, but while the Bulldogs were on that power play, I would witness one of the worst goalie giveaways I have ever seen by Bulldogs goalie Tristan Malboeuf. He would go well out of his net to try and clear it, but it was intercepted by Kai Schwint, who fired it into the still very vacated net. And the Steelheads would take the lead on a shorthanded goal by Kai Schwint. No assists on that one. It would be 2-1. But the Bulldogs would not take long to strike back, just 17 seconds in fact. The penalty to Enright had just ended, and it was one of those where Florian Jackeye was very close to Ryerson Leanders. The puck found him, and he was able to snap it. I didn't really see the shot, but somehow the puck got in, and it would be a 2-2 score. Give the assist on that one to Jorian Donovan and Lucas Moore. And we're all knotted up again. 8:36 now into the third period, and it would be the point shot striking again, this time from Bulldogs defenseman Artem Grushnikov, firing a beautiful shot past Ryerson Leanders. Give the assist on this one to Logan Morrison and Patrick Thomas, and the Bulldogs would lead for the first time in this one. It would be 3-2. Unfortunately for the Steelheads, the third period was pretty much all Bulldogs. The shots were 17-8 for the Bulldogs in the third, and they would take the shot lead 37-34 for the game. They would add an empty netter with 16 seconds remaining in the game, which is kind of controversial because the Steelheads thought a previous empty net attempt seconds before should have been icing, but the referees ruled that it grazed the post. The Steelheads were not happy about that call. James Hardie was actually kicked out of the game for abuse of official. I mean, the game was only 16 seconds left at that point, but it would be 4-2 Bulldogs, and that is how the game would end. So a rough start to the week for the Steelheads as they lose the game and a couple of defensemen to injury. Here are the 3 stars for the game and what I got post-game.
It's still a great game.
Oh, yeah.
Damn.
Yeah. What you think?
Oh, it's still a good game. I think we got hosed on a couple of calls, but
Yeah.
it was a great game.
Well, so do they.
Okay.
Yeah.
But thanks for the ticket, man. I had a great time.
No worries, man.
It was great meeting you in person. And
Yeah.
we can do it again.
Yeah.
Go Steelheads. You converted me. I'm still a Jens fan at heart. Go Jennies.
Yeah. All right. Sharpshooter.
Buddy. Yeah, he played great.
Okay.
Attaboy.
Yep, he's over here.
He played great though, let's be honest.
Yeah, you wait.
That's fine.
Scholastic Player of the Month here. How you doing? Yeah.
I saw you shaved him a member stash. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I'm keeping mine for a little bit longer.
Okay.
I'm gonna keep it.
Yeah.
Not much of a stash.
Yeah. See if it gives you luck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like the garbage in there?
Yeah, probably.
Oh, I would still use it.
If you're lucky,
Yeah.
you might ask, if
Good
you
night,
ask
boys.
the next guy, maybe he can give you a stick.
Yeah.
See you guys.
Well, that's it for tonight. Tough loss. Hopefully we can get one in Erie tomorrow. Thank you again, Zach, for joining me. Heading back home now. Erie in the morning. Let's go.
So the Steelheads would try to regroup without 2 of their top defensemen available, Ethan Del Mastro and Charlie Callahan, as they made the trip south to Erie, Pennsylvania. I would also make that trip for the very first time. Here is what I got pregame. It's quite a bit. Here we go. All right, Saturday morning now, making the drive to Erie, Pennsylvania for the first time. Let's do this. I'm here. I just parked my car and look what's over there. Yep. Look real close in the distance. There's our bus, baby. We're here. We got a game. I'm excited now. And right over here we have UPMC Park, which is the home of the AA Erie Seawolves. They're a minor league affiliate of the Detroit Tigers that play down here in Erie. See how close I can get and maybe get a little bit of a view of the baseball diamond, but it's very obviously closed right now. It's December, but take a walk around there and we'll have a look. A couple of the guys who played for the Seawolves. There's Spencer Torkelson, who's a big Tigers prospect. Riley Green's another one. They even got a thing for the mascot here.
Seawolf, I like it. And right next to UPMC Park, here we go. Erie Insurance Arena, home of the Erie Otters, in my 18th out of 20 OHL arenas. I like this. Little friendly reminder here. Everybody breathe. Just coming back around to here again, and I saw the bus loading back into there. So it looks like it's an indoor loading area, so I don't know if that means I can greet the guys outside after the game. So maybe that'll expedite my exit. We'll see. Here we are inside. Apparently it's mascot day. Look at all these guys. All right, go find the seat and see how we'll be viewing Erie today. Yep, that's who I expected to see. Also Jeremy Lin, yeah, G League team, the Bayhawks, I believe, play here too. So Jeremy Lin was a member of them. Justin Verlander, apparently a 0.28 ERA for the Seawolves in 2005. It's crazy. I think he turned out to be pretty good. Brad Boys was an Otter. Seth Curry played for the Bayhawks. There's DeBrincat, another Otter. All right, the view. There's a lone Otter messing around there. But yeah, our pucks. I'm hyped. Let's get a win here.
As for the game, Alessio Bellieri would start in net for the Steelheads after Ryerson Leaders would get the previous 3 games. Kyle Downey was the goalie for the Erie Otters. The Steelheads would call up Liam Spencer to help out on defense with the 2 defensive injuries. The puck would drop in Erie, we would hear 2 anthems, and the game would get underway. Steelheads would play a pretty good first period. The shots were 14-7 in favor of them in that period. James Hardie would open the scoring late at the 14:51 mark, taking a pass from LUCA BELLUZ, passing from behind the net, and Hardie firing it home. LUCA with the lone assist. Hardie would put the Steelheads on top, 1-0 at that point. Erie would even it up at the 16:53 mark while the Steelheads were serving a too-many-men penalty. Mason Zabeski was in the box for that. Spencer SOVA was able to beat Alessio Bellieri. He would tie the game, assist to Christian KYROU and Malcolm Spence, and it would be 1-1. That's how it would be after the first period. It would only take 1:21 into the second period for the Otters to strike again, and it would again be Spencer SOVA beating Alessio Bellieri. Give the assist on this one to Brett BRESSETTE. Say that 5 times fast, and Malcolm Spence would get another assist. 2-1 Erie early in the second. Steelheads would get an equalizer at the 7:40 mark. It'd be Mason Zabeski shooting from the blue line. I guess he wanted to try a point shot since he was basically filling it as a defenseman the previous night. But Zabeski firing it home. His second goal of the season, but his first on a goalie. Remember, his first goal was the empty netter in Owen Sound. So the first time Mason Zabeski has beaten a goalie in his OHL career. Give the assist on this one to Finn Harding, and the first Steelheads assist for Ryan Struthers as well. It'd be 2-2. That was at 7:40 into the second. Unfortunately, 8:40 into the second. The Erie Otters would take the lead back again, this time on a shot from Kerry Terrence, beating Bellieri, assist to Brett BRESSETTE and Christian KYROU. And it would be 3-2. That would be the score after 2 periods, despite the Steelheads still leading the shots 30-19 after 2. It'd be 3-2 Erie.
Yep, just a normal day here. No word of a lie, before I turned this on, one of them lost to their head. Yeah.
Big save by Otto.
Big save by that guy. Apparently they have empty nets in this game too. Yeah. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's illegal. But it's the Otters mascot, so they just let him do whatever he wants.
Unfortunately, there would be no comeback. Erie would score the next 3 goals, and the last one would prove to be costly. This is where I speed things up a little. Here we go. Unfortunately, the costly part was, as Alessio Bellieri was trying to stop that 6th goal, he ended up pulling his groin, he would have to leave the game with the injury, and Ryerson Leaders would come in for the remaining 5:03 of the game. Following the injury to Bellieri, the Steelheads would get one back. James Hardie with a beautiful shot from the left wing, which find a very tiny hole to the right of Kyle Downey to notch his second of the game. Give the assist on this one to LUCA BELLUZ and Parker Von Richter picking up one as well. That would make it 6-3. But the Otters would add an empty netter near the end of the game. ELIAS COHEN picking that one up. And 7-3, Erie would be your final. So another rough one and a long bus ride home for the Steelheads. Here are the 3 stars. I didn't stick around long because I knew the bus was inside anyway, and I didn't know how to meet the players, so I just didn't. I decided to get myself home as quick as I could. But here are the 3 stars.
Workers, 3 stars of the game. Tonight's 3rd star with 2 goals and 2 assists. Here we forward number 13, ELIAS COHEN.
Oh, there we go.
Tonight's 2nd star with 2 goals.
Oh, they actually top stars.
Number 22, SPENCE. And tonight's 1st star with 38 saves, Erie goaltender number 80,
You gotta throw a star over there, be special. Yeah. Yeah, they sound excited over a local junior team win. Yeah, I did end up deciding not to wait because I knew the bus was going to be inside, and I didn't even see any of my familiar parents that I usually follow to where the guys are going to come out. So decided to let it go for today. I'm going to see him tomorrow anyway, and get back to Canada as soon as I can. So luckily the game is at 4 o'clock and not 2 o'clock as it usually is for Sunday tomorrow. So got a little bit of time to sleep in, but yeah, as much sleep as I can would serve me right tonight.
So with the Steelheads trying to salvage the 3-3, attention would turn to Sunday and our teddy bear toss game against the London Knights. Here's the pregame I got from there.
Sunday is here, teddy bear toss day. The Knights are coming to Mississauga. Sandy is with me as promised. Got a little bit of truckers back from the drive yesterday, but not hurting as bad as the Steelheads are. Hope Ethan, Charlie, and Alessio recover quickly. Not sure if we'll see either of them on the ice today, but yeah, let's get a win to close this 3-3 out. What a weekend, man. Beautiful sunny day. Doesn't look like December. Doesn't even feel like December all that much. It feels more like, I don't know, early April. But I'm here. Sandy is here. Steelheads are here. The Knights should be here momentarily. Let's have a walk around. The London Knights have arrived. You can see Mr. Points in 19 straight games, Mitch Marner, second from the left there on the bus. Yeah. So, when we score on these guys, you get to take a trip to the ice. Does this sound fun? I thought so. The seat's a little big for Sandy. A lot of the Goodwill bags are still here. They were a little optimistic about the attendance, I think, but yeah. Like the ones we took are gone. But yeah, still a bunch all over the seats, so maybe some more will be collected today. Take it all in, Sandy. Take it all in. These boys are going to send you on the ice, hopefully swiftly.
The Steelheads would get some good news as Charlie Callahan was a game-time decision for this one and would eventually be cleared to play after warm-ups. Still no Ethan Del Mastro, and Alessio Bellieri was still too hurt to dress as well, so they called up Chaz Nixon to back up Ryerson Leaders, who was the starter tonight. Zach Bowen would start in net for the London Knights. Puck would drop, and we would get underway for the teddy bear toss game. It would only take 2 minutes right down to the second. Kai Schwint with a little look what I found after a pass in front of the net. Skates towards the net and slides at bottom corner. Kai Schwint opens the scoring for the Steelheads. Give the assist on that one to Owen Beck and Casper Larson. 1-0 Steelheads. And then all this happened.
And we got an early one! Here we go. Sandy, I'll always remember you. I'll get those in a second. go. Always remember you too, Bunny, that I just met. Oh, we got a beaver too. Everybody's coming. Oh, hang on, we got a dog now. All the animals of the zoo are coming. Oh, Sandy looks like she's taking a nap now. So exhausting. Waiting a full 2 minutes for them to score. Oh, the group picture, I love it. And now the collector is here.
As Matt Cohen said many a time, let the bears fly.
That big guy gets to ride in the front seat. They're just over there like, gave up a goal, now we're gonna sit through this.
Now just imagine this was your first hockey game and this is what you see.
Yeah.
What are you thinking?
Like, I love the teddy bear part. Yeah. I can't wait for the teddy bear part every game.
If they can do it every game, that would be cool.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we get octopuses and squids thrown too, so.
Yeah. Being catfish in Nashville, so why not?
Oh, yeah. Don't forget those ones. Or maybe leave them out there, it'll be fun.
Instead of using bucks, just using teddy bears.
Yeah. Okay. Back to Media Valhalla for me. I'll see you after the game. So following the impromptu, unofficial first intermission, the game would resume 6:40 into the first period. The London Knights would tie it. Ruslan Gazizov would beat Ryerson Leaders, give the assist on that one to Sean McGurn and Brody Crane, and we'd have a 1-1 game just like that. Gazizov would then strike again at the 11:02 mark, putting the Knights on top for the first time, give the assist on this one to Brody Crane and Sam Dickinson, and we'd have a 2-1 game for the London Knights, and it looks like a lot of, here we go again. Just over a minute after that, though, at the 12:05 mark, Casper Larson with a beautiful point shot, Luca BELLUZ getting a stick on it to tip it for his first goal of the night. No teddy bears on this one, but Luca would tie the game. Again, Casper Larson with the assist, and we'd have a 2-2 score. Unfortunately, this tie would be short-lived as well. Just 45 seconds later at the 12:50 mark, Logan Mayu would beat Ryerson Leaders with a shot from the blue line, give the assist on this one to Landon Sim, and it would be 3-2 Knights. That is how the score would stand after one period. Second period now at the 4:50 mark, the London Knights would get an insurance goal, this time from Brody Crane. He would put it behind Leaders, give the assist on this one to Isaiah George and Logan Mayu, and that would make it 4-2 for the London Knights. And this is when the controversy would start. Now, this is the kind of thing they don't put in the box score, so you'll have to trust my foggy memory on this. I do remember we were on a power play. George Diaco was in the box for the Knights for a goalie interference call. There was a rush that involved Hardie and BELLUZ. I can't remember who it was who took the shot, but they thought they had scored, but it was not ruled a goal on the ice. The goal judge did buzz down to have the officials look at it. They did look at it for a few minutes, and they ruled that it was still no goal. I remember Tony saying, "The puck did not cross the goal line," and then they show a still of the puck across the goal line. So yeah, I don't think the refs got that one right. It remained 4-2. And then later in the second, this is the one that really made JR mad. Bryce Cook was able to put one in the net. He thought he'd scored, but they looked at that one again, and they ruled that Bryce Cook put it in with a high stick. Let me see if I can demonstrate with you here. This is actually a stick I won in a draw years ago that has the 2007-2008 St. Michael's Majors. Cook's stick was off the ice. If the ice is the bottom of your screen there, it was kind of maybe that high. But of course the high stick rule is whether it contacted the stick higher than the crossbar or not. That was kind of dubious, but they ruled it no goal again, and it would be 4-2 for the London Knights after 2. So the Steelheads are really frustrated at that point. They know if both of those goals counted, we would have a tie game right now. And unfortunately, early in the third, it would continue. Sean McGurn would score the 5th London Knights goal just a minute 58 into the third period. Assist on that one to Brody Crane and Ruslan Gazizov. And we have a 5-2 score, and we will once again have a one-chip watch. The Steelheads really wanted this one though, as evidenced by their play in the third period. The shots after 2 were 24-17, but the shots in the third period alone,
22-3 for the Steelheads. So yeah, they wanted this one. They were able to make it 5-3 with Ruslan Gazizov in the box for a hooking call. Luke Misa was able to beat Zach Bowen. Chaz Sharper the assist, and you can make it a 5-3 game. Down 2 goals late in the game, the Steelheads would pull their goalie, and they would actually capitalize once with the extra attacker on the ice. Luca BELLUZ would notch his second of the game at the 17:53 mark, give the assist on this one to Kai Schwint and James Hardie. And with 2 minutes and a little bit left, it would be down to a 1-goal game. Could we do it? Unfortunately, the Steelheads' furious comeback attempt would fall just short. Those 2 disallowed goals would look great right now. If one of them counts, we'd have a tie game. We'd have a point at least. And if they both count, we'd be walking away with a win right now. So if ifs and buts are candy and nuts, though, it would be a 5-4 win for the London Knights, and the Steelheads would not get a single point this weekend. Here are the 3 stars for the game against London, which fell short. The Steelheads had a post-game autograph signing set up, so I met them upstairs instead of downstairs today. But yeah, here is the post-game, including the 3 stars.
Here are the 3 stars of the game presented by the third star for the goal on assist number 11, Kai Schwint.
Boy, Kai. Anyway, y'all, instead of meeting them downstairs today, the players are actually doing a signing upstairs. So I bought a little cheap shirt at the shop today, which is not for wearing, it's just for putting on my wall to update my little wall display a little bit. So we'll see when they come up and go from there. Oh. Thank you, sir. James? Thanks, buddy. Luca, how you doing?
How's it going? Yeah, but I don't know why I was over here.
Yeah. Seems to be a pattern forming, it's all good. Struddies?
How's it going?
How you doing?
Good.
Oh, I like that color.
Gold, yeah.
Thanks, buddy. Thanks, bud. Bill?
How you doing?
Hey. Hey, doing, buddy?
PG, oh, is this yours?
Yep.
Thanks for coming in. There you go. What's up, bud?
Hey, buddy.
How's it going?
Good, good.
Thanks for coming.
Hey, buddy.
What's up? How you doing?
Good, good. Oh, you are a lefty, I thought so. Yeah. First time we did this, it was a left hand, yeah.
Any printed?
Good. Nice hat.
Sorry?
Nice hat.
Thanks. Trying something new. Oh, yeah?
Should look all French. Yeah. Aw.
Sure, look at this.
Oh, yeah.
They live next to me.
Alright. Show off the new gift here. Yeah.
Nender. Sick, thanks, man. Yeah. Next time we come, we're going to bring out
Yeah. And here it is, the newest addition to my wall. Let me add it right now. Looks a little more full now, eh? How do you like it? I think it looks pretty nice. What doesn't look pretty nice is the Steelheads do fail to get a point in a week for the first time. Although I think if not for honorary first star referee Sean Kimberly, we would have gotten at least 1 point.
I don't know how one of those goals gets disallowed, let alone two, but I don't understand refs sometimes. And, you know, I'm saying a lot of the things that the players and the coaches can't say, I think. But Sean Kimberly cost us that game. And I don't know if he did it consciously or unconsciously, but he did. I think a lot of the reason that officials in all sports get a bad rap, it's not necessarily because of the calls they make, because, you know, everyone is going to screw up once in a while, but it's that they don't have to answer for them. Like, you don't see them going in front of media after the game saying, okay, this is what happened and this is why I made this call and, you know, maybe I made a mistake or whatever. You don't see it. You know, it's easy to make a crack about the referee's intelligence, but I think they are intelligent enough to know that, you know, their reputation as a whole is not the greatest. And you'd think they'd want to take that time to, you know, get in front of the media and explain to people, you know, this is why I do what I do. This is my reasoning behind it. And, you know, maybe kind of save their reputation a little bit. But they don't do it. Like, explain yourself, not just to the coaches, not just to your superiors, but to everybody. Make sure the fans understand what your thinking is. And, you know, admit when you're wrong. You know, it's not that hard. Now, before I go, it's December, and December is World Junior time, and the Steelheads has some big news regarding that. Now, we have known since last Wednesday, like right after my press time too, so I was a little frustrated about that, but we have known since then that Alessio Bellieri has made the Swiss World Junior Camp, so he'll be one of the 3 goalies reporting there. We hope that his groin injury will not affect that, but I did see Chaz Nixon, the 3rd goalie, leaving with his equipment following Sunday's game, so I think that means Bellieri will be good to go this week and be good to go to World Junior Camp when the time comes as well, which I believe is a week after that. So congratulations to Alessio, and, you know, Canada's my team, but giving me a reason to watch Switzerland a little bit as well, so congrats, buddy. But Canada's training camp roster was released on Monday as well. As expected, Ethan Delmaster was part of it, as he was a part of the team in 2022 in the summer. And Owen Beck is a new addition to Team Canada as well. Now, being on the World Junior training camp roster does not necessarily mean you're going to be playing in the tournament. I remember in 2019, Thomas Harley, following playing a 3-3 weekend with the Steelheads, left for camp right after that, which was just in Oakville. It wasn't too far away, thankfully. But he spent 4 days in World Junior training camp and then was cut on the Thursday, and then returned to the Steelheads and played another 3-3. So that's got to be a tiring 10 days. I don't know how Thomas did that, but yeah, it's just one of those things that can happen. But we do hope Ethan and Owen can make the team, and good luck to both of them as well. Amazingly, and this seems pretty low actually, but Team Canada as a whole only invited 5 OHLers, and the 2 Steelheads, Ethan and Owen, are 2 of them. The others are Sarnia goalie Benjamin Gaudreau, Jack Mateer, defenseman for the Ottawa 67s, and Brendan Hoffman of the Peterborough Petes. Usually we see more OHLers than that. Might be a little bit of a disadvantage for the Steelheads to be missing those 2 guys as well as Alessio. But hopefully it doesn't hurt us too bad while they're away, and yeah, best of luck to them. Amazingly, the United States named their World Junior team as well on Monday, and there are 2 very big snubs, both members of the Sarnia Sting. The number 1 scorer in the OHL this season is Maple Leafs prospect Ty Voigt, with 48 points so far this season. He's American, as is the number 3 in the OHL, Sasha Pastujov, who has 36 points. Yeah, I know he has a Russian name, but he is American. Number 2 is Logan Morrison, by the way, of the Hamilton Bulldogs at 37, but he's an overager, so he's not eligible for the World Juniors. But I digress. Yeah, I don't know how America doesn't take those 2 guys, because... yeah, I'm just flabbergasted. I saw a tweet earlier that said Voigt has 39 assists out of his 48 points. And it said if they counted just Ty Voigt's primary assists, he'd still be at 27, and that would still lead the league. Which is nuts. Like, I don't know what America's thinking on that one, but more medals for Canada, I guess. In any case, the Steelheads are back in action on the morning of Wednesday, December 7th. Yes, it is a school matinee game at 10:30 a.m. against the Hamilton Bulldogs. I looked into tickets for that one. They were not available on Ticketmaster. I imagine they reserved most of them for the schools and for the season ticket holders. Maybe there's some same-day sales going on, but I can't bank on that if I'm going to take the day off work or whatever, so I decided to let that one go. I will be at the 2 remaining games this week, though. Friday, December 9th, they are at home to the North Bay Battalion, our first meeting with them this season. And then on Saturday, December 10th, the following day, they will be at the Niagara Ice Dogs. So Wednesday morning, that is at the Hamilton Bulldogs. Friday at home to North Bay. And then Saturday at Niagara. I'll be recapping those games next week. Hope to see you then. Once again, I end by asking the OHL and CHL please allow the fair use of your professional and amateur footage, help the small media, so they can help you. Until next time, you can find me behind the bench and only the bench. This is Jordan signing off. Have a great one, guys. Bye-bye.